Tell everybody about the workshop that you guys have been doing. Workshop kata kata गरेछ के plan छ र कहिलेसम्म गर्ने plan छ?
Yeah. So we kicked off the workshop 3 weeks ago. And the plan was to hit every province Nepal bari. So far, we have traveled to, we started off Kathmandu universities. The workshop, so before we go into where we went, the workshops are pretty much a way for us to provide leadership training. And we don't teach leadership. We want our participants to figure out their own type of leadership. So what we do is we provide our insights on what has helped us become a good leader. So we talk about topics like communication, listening, stage presence, even like your styling and your confidence, your presence, which is also important when you walk into a room. You want to be seen and you want to be listened to. So why all that combined together makes a good leader. So this workshop is more of an activity-based workshop rather than just speeches. And the activities help, through each activity, the students learn a lesson of like, oh, okay, this is why listening is important. Or, oh, okay, this is why communicating is important. So they take away the lessons of those different parts like that, workshop. So our workshop started Kathmandu. We went to multiple different colleges, about 5 different colleges, 5-6 colleges. त्यसपछि we traveled to Pokhara. Pokhara, amazing session. That was our first out of Kathmandu trip, and it was quite different. But I think through that trip, we had to, cater our workshop a little bit differently, make it more interactive. And then from Pokhara, we went to Butol. Butol, we went to Chitwan. Chitwan, recently, we just came back from a trip to Nepalganj. Nepalganj, alikiti para, Kolpur. And then from there, Surkhet. And so that's where we've gone so far. And the engagement in every different part that we go to is a bit different. Our target audience is not just women that want to participate in pageantry. It's actually men and women, because pageantry is a leadership platform. It teaches you how to be a leader, and we want to share that knowledge with young kids around the world, around the country. So that's our main motive. And we're not doing auditions. So a lot of people have this assumption that we're doing auditions on the road. That's not the goal. The goal is to really raise awareness about leadership, how people can cater their own leader, and also promote a little bit of Miss Universe Nepal. What is it? There's a big misconception of pageantry across Nepal. And we're trying to break that misconception. We're trying to show, like you asked earlier, what is it really? Pageantry. It's not just a beauty contest. There's so much more. And so we're really trying to showcase that through the workshops. And it's been a great run. First year doing it, and lots of lessons learned. But definitely, I think it's been fun for both us and for the participants as well. And so as we continue, hope to gain more engagement and visibility.
We still have a few more to do in Kathmandu next week. अनि यो चाहिँ हामी पुरा registration period मै सकाउन खोजिरहेछौँ. Registration is still 30th of June. So it's nice to see a lot of young people attending our workshop. So when I was growing up, Sanjay, I would do a lot of training classes. I would just dive into it. But all those training classes were given by international INGOs or international companies. So I would pay a hefty amount to just go and learn personality development, public speaking ko barema. And I saw that Nepalमा नेपालीहरूले नै चाहिँ वर्कसपहरू खासै गरेको छैन भनेर. So for us as well, we just wanted to kickstart this workshop. This is the first year we're doing it out of Kathmandu. So far the response has been good. It will be better in the coming years. That's what we hope for. But it's just so nice to see a lot of young people, men and women both, coming to our workshop.
It's more exciting to see the men coming to the workshop because, of course, like workshop garasa Miss Universe Nepal भनेपछि a lot of men are hesitant, but surprisingly, we've had a lot of young men show up, and they're the ones that are even more engaged. Yeah, they're
what
so
kind of
curious.
questions do they have?
So questions भन्दा पनि they're so engaged throughout the, I think their perception of pageant, because we do interviews as well, to gauge like how did they feel, also to get feedback. And a lot of the men, what they say is like, I didn't realize that pageantry had all this too, like, because when you see pageantry, you see it as a TV show, and you just think of like this stage, one show, one day, 3 hours, then you have your next Miss Nepal, that's all they know, but everything that goes on behind making a queen, making a pageant, making a platform, I think they're seeing through these workshops, and the men are so enlightened by this, and they're just like, I think they're also one person actually told me, he was like, I can see myself actually like working for an organization like this, and I was like, yeah, it's not just for women. Like you can actually work for a pageant. I know there's so many roles that you can play.
I'll add to this. I know doing so many Miss Nepal events. I know in the past X amount of years. I know the things that when Rashna Ji was here, I you remember that, right? I thanked her for all the advices and all the things that she's taught me. And what the pageant had taught me as being a MC.
Exactly.
होइन त्यो कति सिकाउँछ होइन त्यो मैले एक्सप्रेसै गर्न सक्दिनँ कि किनभने त्यो मोमेन्ट टु मोमेन्ट सिक्न पाउँछ कि हुन्छ नि त्यो एउटा कुरा Nagma, I wanted to talk to you about anybody with ill intention होइन कसैले pageant चलाउने सोचिरहेछ अथवा pageant चलाएको छ होइन त्यस्तो मान्छेलाई के भन्छौ
Don't do it with ill intention. Do it only if you are passionate about pageantry. Don't just take it as some business, some XYZ business of yours. If you really are passionate about it, then go for it. Don't just make it as a toy for you, okay? It's because you'll be dealing with a lot of people, not just the contestants, the whole team members as well. So you got to be a bit more professional in this. That's what I would say.
If you love what we are doing, make sure that you subscribe and turn on notifications.
Thank you very much for watching us on YouTube. Make sure that you also listen to us on Spotify.
This program is brought to you by Vyas Studios.